Welcome back to the Bear Network. I'm your host, Gary Ownbey. Today we'll talk about Bradley Central boys and basketball with Coach Zach Carpenter and a couple of Bears there. It's our first show of the year, but Coach, go ahead and introduce. I know who these guys are, of course, but I'll let you tell us who they are and if you want to talk about them a little bit. Or
I've got two seniors with me. They've been with me for the last 4 years. We've got Andrew Walker, Carson Cannon. They're a big part of our success last year, and looking for more of the same this year.
Final four last year, guys. We need to get back there again, Get back to that glass house and figure out a way to win once you get there. That's what everybody says, just get there.
Yeah. Sounds real easy, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah. It's easy for us to say there. How long have you been playing basketball, Carson? Did you start when you was a little tiny?
Yeah, probably 4 or 5 years old.
Yeah. So you progress all the way through elementary and then middle school and then high school now, and you played for 4 years here at Bradley.
Yes, sir.
And Andrew,
Same.
you come from a long line of athletes. You're the baby now, right?
Yes. Yeah, I got a twin.
Baby.
Me and
He's
my
tied for the
yeah,
baby.
yeah. Me and Austin. Yeah.
And of course, Anna was here. She just graduated from Tennessee Tech after a great career here, and she's off teaching now. I
Yes.
And Abby's at Tennessee Tech, and
Yes, sir.
Austin, and Andrew, and Alex.
Alex. Yes,
All of
sir.
them start with an A.
Yes, sir.
They couldn't think of anything else to use. Any other sports here at Bradley you play?
I played golf.
Golf.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Coach Clark counted on you,
Yes,
Big
sir.
time golf. Carson, you do anything?
I'm just basketball.
Just basketball on there. What are your plans after high school? Would you like to have an opportunity to play basketball in college, or would you rather move on to college and study, get your MRS degree with the females or whatever you want to do there? Or what should I study in college? Seriously.
I'm going, so far I plan to go to Lee and study pre-med.
Pre-med, be a doctor maybe.
Yes, sir.
Or maybe you can work on us old folks later on. How about you, Andrew?
I'm going to go to Tennessee and major in business.
UT Knoxville, huh?
Yes, sir.
Well,
Alex got you hooked up there yet?
Yes, sir. I'm going to be a manager for the football team.
oh really?
Yes, sir.
So you can get us free tickets or something maybe?
Maybe.
That's what Alex is doing up there. He's a manager for the football team.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So we're going to be working together.
You got to have connections, Get anywhere nowadays, you got to do that there. How do you guys feel like the season's going so far? I know we played 3 games. We've won all 3 games. We're going to get into that a little more with Coach here, but are you starting out the way you want to start out? Obviously, you want to win.
Yeah,
So.
I'd say it's gone good. I mean, we're 3-0. But there's still a lot of, we're turning the ball over a lot. That's something we got to fix. But
Yeah.
I'd say, we played some pretty good teams, but we still got to grow. There's a lot better competition coming our way.
Well, the bad part is we played, who's our last game? Lenore City, the tournament. Played them up there. Then we'd have a game scheduled for 10 days until tomorrow with McMahon, and it got canceled, so now you're not going to play Tuesday. Is it like starting over with practice, again? Is that a downside to that, of being off so long?
Obviously the downside is you're off for that long without playing competition, but the good side is you have plenty of practice time and you can try to clean some things up that, like we said, we've been turning the ball over, working on execution at practice. So we've been able to try to, fine tune some things, and we've still got a lot of room for growth, and we're still trying to figure some things out, but it's been good.
Yeah. Good start there. When I get the stat sheets, one of the things I look at first is turnovers, because every turnover, you lose the opportunity to score. You've given the other team an opportunity to score. Whether it's a forced turnover, an unforced turnover, and you have some that's just stupid mistakes that you don't. Yeah, that's what I call them, stupid mistakes there. But I look at free throw shooting. We were 18 of 21 that last game.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Free throws, that's something we have not done in a long time.
I'm telling you what, that was the championship, or not championship, it was a classic there. But the 3 games you played so far, you had a really tough double overtime win, first game of the year at Middle Tennessee, and a hard place to play over there, and a good team,
Yeah, they were really good, and we didn't really know what to expect from them. Obviously, first game of the year, you have no film on them. So we went out there and got down early, and guys just kept fighting back, and were able to hit some big shots and at the end of regulation and overtime, and then they fouled us in double overtime. June stepped up, made a big free throw for us. And, sometimes things just go your way. The ball's bouncing our way late in the game, and it's a lot of credit to these guys. They never quit. We were down, I think, 4 with 30 seconds to go, and they had the ball. And we found a way to come down and tie the game and send it to overtime. We're just able to keep finding ways.
Yeah, I was holding, like everybody, I was holding my breath when Greg Case and, fired that shot to put it to overtime, the first overtime, then hit the one that keeps it alive there,
Yeah, these guys, they went out, we drew up a play and they executed it twice. It was 2 different plays, but they were able to go from the huddle on the floor and execute it, and we got good looks at it, and we're able to make them.
Well, I was sitting there thinking, we're going to a third overtime, and I heard the whistle, and I looked over, and June was firing one from three-quarter court, and they fouled him,
I know.
I bet that coach.
I'm sure he'd like to have that one back.
And he made one. You called timeout and there's only 0.2 of a second left, I think, on the clock.
Well, the referee told me it was 0.3, but they only had 0.2. He said he was going to be watching it.
Okay.
But by rule, with 0.3 of a second left, it has to be a tip in. So I told June, I called the timeout after the second free throw, and I said, June, just miss it. So we'll have to take that one off his percentage, but it was on me.
Can't hold that now, just that help win the game there. I like to ask you, what's hard about being a Bradley Bear in basketball? I know it's not, you got all the preseason, you do off-season stuff, I know, on your own or with AAU or with whatever, other competition there. Is it hard to be a team at a 4A level, be on the team, make the team?
Yeah, there's a lot of people that come and want to play for Bradley, and we got 3 middle schools, and everybody's trying to come play, and just I feel like we work hard through the winter and through the fall, and we wake up at 6:30 in the morning and work out and stuff. So it's not easy, but it takes that to beat some of the teams that we play.
Well, if you're not doing it, the team's going to beat you is doing that. So, and Carson, you guys get up 6:30, workout. How often do you do that? What's your schedule? On a normal week, what would you normally do if you got games that week?
The waking up at 6:30, that was all preseason from the start of school until a little after fall break, and then now we're in practice mode. So after school until about 6:30, we're practicing, or if it's a game day, we'll have a shoot around before. Working out after school, watching film some days. So, and then just of course on the weekends and stuff, working on our own and getting extra shots up and just improving our game however we can.
How has the free throw shooting become better? Through those guys' repetition? Do you shoot a lot of free throws at practice or after practice?
I feel like we've shot more this year than we have in years past.
It looks like
kind of been a sticking point the last couple of years. It's cost us some games.
Yeah.
And area we're really trying to focus on is it comes down to 1 or 2 points. Those free throws are big and they count, and we've been able to step up and make a decent percentage so far this year.
It's like rebounding, especially offensive rebounding. I know that's one of the things you talk about too, is it gives you another chance to opportunity to score, to denies the other team the opportunity to score there. You're a teacher here. What kind of letter grade would you assign to your team at this point of the season so far?
Which quarter?
Which quarter?
First quarter, F.
We've
started slow the first 3 games.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, we have not.
It
takes us a little bit to get it going.
Yeah.
But their effort and everything like that, I can't ask for any more. These guys play hard. They're competitive. I think the camaraderie, everybody's cheering for everybody else.
Yeah.
Obviously I'm not going to say we're A+. You don't ever want to be at that point
never
right now.
There.
We've got some areas for improvement, but I'm pleased with how the season started so far.
Well, it's off to a good start, 3-0 here, and we've got a district opener at Ownbey next Tuesday, and then we got Cleveland here Friday the 12th. Mm-hmm. So that's always a good way to open the season there. What are you looking to improve in your game individually? What would you say?
I'd say always ball handling and just making shots when I get a chance, like when I get good looks, making the shots.
You seem to get in foul trouble a lot.
Yeah,
but I'm on your side with this. Say, well, he's in our battling. You're not the biggest guy out there.
Yeah, I'm not.
But you're in a fight for rebounds.
Yeah.
And you're going to have a lot of contact. And if it doesn't look right, the ref's going to call it on you.
Yeah. I just got to stop with the stupid fouls. Yeah, I struggle with that. Just getting unforced fouls that I don't even need to make. So,
I guess the coach was letting you hear about that too.
Yeah.
How about you, Carson? What do you want to be better at?
Probably just being better on the offensive end.
Yeah.
Last year my role wasn't as much on the offensive side as it was more defense and stuff in that aspect of it. So this year I'd like to be a little better offensively.
Well, we lost a lot of firepower when the big three were Mariana and Tyrese and Caden all graduated there, and they're in college. But that was a lot of points there that somebody's got to make up for somewhere, and we've done a good job. But another thing that I like about your team, Coach, is they're deep. I mean, you can bring guys in off the bench here that we've not had that luxury, but now, I mean, you're playing 9, 10 guys, within the first quarter and a half usually.
Yeah, I think it's been good that, obviously losing the guys we did, we've had guys step up. And, when we do get in foul trouble, when we do make substitutions, there's no drop-off guys. The next guy's ready. Yeah. So it's been nice to be able to play that many bodies.
Yeah, and I've noticed it. It's just all-out effort, whoever's in there. I mean, it's just, you mentioned their effort they're giving, you give them an A+ for that because of the way they hustle out there and everything. And that says a whole lot about the team camaraderie, and they're cheering for each other and cheering each other on. And doesn't matter who's out there, everybody's on the bench are helping out.
I think that's one of the things that is part of your culture, your standard.
Yeah.
Is if you're not going to play hard, we'll get somebody that will.
Yeah.
Whether it's they're less talented, whatever, it doesn't matter. And I think that these guys have bought into that, and it's been 4 years in the making. This being year 5, of trying to set that standard of what the expectations are, and these guys have done a good job buying into it.
Well, 25 wins last year. That's the most we've had since 2007. I think I looked it up, and first time being in the Final Four since 2007. And that, I think caught people off guard when they realized, hey, this is a pretty dang good team we got here.
Yeah, that's these guys, they came a long way from where we started. I think at Christmas we were 500.
Yeah.
We were still trying to figure some things out, and had some injuries early on. And these guys, hit their stride. They got really close. They were really connected, and I knew the talent was there. Mm-hmm. It's just a matter of time when it was going to show, and we hit our stride and took off.
Well, we talked about the 2 upcoming games: Tuesday at Wall, next Friday, week and a day with Cleveland here. What about your in-season schedule with the tournaments? I know we got the district schedule, but how about where are you going to go for holiday breaks and stuff like that?
Before Christmas, we're going to go up and play in the 5-star tournament. We've done that the last 2 years. We open up with Hardin Valley, and then depending on win or lose, I don't even know who all is on our side of the bracket.
Yeah.
And then after Christmas, we're going to go down to Florida and play some really good teams, playing a couple teams out of Ohio, one out of Louisiana. So it'll be some teams that we don't get to see, and be good competition for us.
Well, and that's kind of thing. You want to win those, but hey, even if you lose, maybe you learn something. A loss is not a bad loss if you take something away from it and learn.
That's right. You can always learn, even from wins. Yeah. We'll always take wins, ugly wins.
Yeah.
Pretty wins, you can always learn something. We try to do that, watching film. I think we watched film for about 45 minutes the other day, and we're still in the first quarter, so.
Oh, really? You're watching your film, right?
Yes, yes. We had some learning points that we needed to address.
Did he get a points across to you pretty clearly?
Yeah.
We'll find out Tuesday.
Well, I've seen you in practice from time to time, and you get pretty animated and very vocal, I guess we could say,
Well, I'm trying to get these guys to be more vocal, so I don't have to, so I can sit over there and shut up.
Well, and see, communication, that's one of the things, we talk about, every coach you talk to. What can they do better? They can communicate better out there on the floor, let somebody know, hey, I got to switch off or whatever, and do things like that. But it's just all part of the game, being part of the team there and figuring it out. And
it is. It's a work in progress, and that's one area over the last 4 years I have not made as much ground as I'd like to, is the communication side of it.
Yeah.
But we're working on it.
Well, and looking at this year's schedule, and I'm sure a lot of people have schedules, we've got a lot of girls-only games, and we've got a lot of boys-only games due to the craziness of this weird schedule.
The scheduling this year was awful. It was hard. I shouldn't say awful. It was hard. It was difficult to try to find teams that could come in and play both of us on the same night. Yeah. Even if one team couldn't, I couldn't find a partner for them on their game. So it was just scheduling this year had some challenges. With both of us, they won their 3rd state title in a row, and us making a Final Four, we got a late jump on it. And some of the teams, we played in the past, they'd already filled their slots. So it was a challenge this year.
Well, it is what it is. We'll play that schedule out.
I'd gladly trade it off for another Final Four.
Well, it's always fun to watch the guys play, and I love to watch the effort you guys give out there. I can forgive a lot of things, but just being lazy and have an attitude, don't care, that don't fly with me. I know it doesn't with Coach here. And like he says, if you can't give me all that effort, you can sit over here on the bench and watch somebody who will.
Yeah.
And I think that's what it needs to be and has to be, especially program this level we're at. And listen, it's big boy basketball, as we say in football.
Yeah.
Big boy, it's like big boy basketball too. But we're not as tall as we've been in the past.
No.
But you can make up with that, for that with effort.
Toughness and effort, and
Yeah.
just doing the small thing. They hear me say it all the time. The small things matter. Small things matter to me.
Yeah.
They hear it in practice every day.
And rebounding, it's just like you got to have the will to want to rebound to get in there and fight. That's why you get in foul trouble so much. But that's okay. We won the game, so
Yeah.
everything's good there. Well, guys, we're going to wrap it up here. Appreciate y'all taking time to be here. I know it's a busy schedule. We're coming out of class, but we'll get you back in there as soon as we can, Andrew and Carson. You guys keep it up. We'll see you Tuesday night down at Ooltewah.
Sir.
And see if we
Yes,
can keep
sir.
this thing rolling. That's a district win, a district game on the road. So those are the big ones that you really need to win and want to win. You want to win them all, but on the road in district's huge.
Yeah.
We got a home game next Friday. So.
Yes, sir.
We're looking forward to it.
Yeah.
We're ready to get back out there.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure you are. I guess they're tired of playing against each other in practice, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that gets old in a hurry.
Yeah.
Just when you thought you're getting into the season, going to play everybody else. And see, we've had a very light home schedule. We've only got that one home game now with Cleveland in December. That's it.
I know.
Now, January, it's a different story. We got tons of home games January and February, so we'll get them rolling here. We're going to wrap things up here now. This has been the Bear Network talking about Bradley Central Boys basketball with Coach Zach Carpenter and also Carson Cannon and Andrew Walker. Appreciate them being here with us today. Until next time, we'll say so long for now. God bless and go Bears.